You've been staring at that same paragraph for what, 10 minutes now? What's got you so stuck?
It's this article. It's arguing that the moment a person tries to be intellectual, they essentially kill their creativity. It's claiming that intellectualizing is just a defense mechanism to avoid the messiness of a real idea.
That feels a bit dramatic, doesn't it? The idea that you have to be empty-headed to be creative? I'd actually argue the opposite. I mean, how can you think outside the box if you don't intellectually understand where the walls of the box are in the first place?
True, but I think the key word there is tries. It's about the performance. When you're trying to be an intellectual, you're basically constantly checking your own homework in real time. You're worrying about logic, consistency, looking smart. You're editing, and you just can't write and edit at the exact same moment.
Okay, I get the editing part, but I don't think intellect is just a filter. It's the reservoir. Think about someone like Da Vinci. His creativity wasn't a rejection of his intellect, it was fueled by it. If I want to write a sci-fi novel, I need to understand physics to know how to bend it. If I ditch the intellect to save my creativity, don't I just end up with something kind of shallow?
Maybe not shallow, just raw. The article suggests that intellect is obsessed with correctness, while creativity is obsessed with possibility. If I'm trying to be intellectual, I'm terrified of being wrong. I will let myself voice a weird, half-baked thought because my internal critic is already saying, that's illogical. But that weird thought might have been the seed for everything. The filter is just too tight.
So you're saying intellect acts like a gatekeeper?
Exactly. It's the fear of looking foolish. Creativity requires you to suspend disbelief, but intellect is disbelief. It's skepticism. It's hard to build a castle in the clouds when you're busy calculating the load-bearing capacity of water vapor.
See, but you calculate the load-bearing capacity after you imagine the castle. That's the nuance. It's not that intellect kills creativity, it's just that they have to take turns. You have the generative phase where the intellect stays quiet, but once the mess is made, you need that intellectual side to carve the statue out of the stone. Otherwise, you're just sitting there with a pile of rocks.
I see that, but there's a deeper trap. When we try to be intellectual, we usually just end up mimicking existing frameworks. We think in the patterns of people who came before us. But real creativity is like a virus. It mutates the framework. If you're too busy bowing down to the intellectual way of doing things, you'll never have the guts to say the experts are wrong.
That's a fair point. Although that kind of arrogance is how you get conspiracy theories too. But I hear you on the mimicking thing. If you're obsessed with sounding smart, you'll just end up sounding like everyone else who wants to sound smart. You become derivative.
Precisely. Intellectualism often converges toward what's already true. Creativity has to diverge.
So, is the solution just to lose the ego?
How do you mean?
The problem isn't the intelligence itself, it's the posturing. The sentence you read said, when a person tries to be intellectual. A truly brilliant person doesn't have to try, they just observe. If you drop the pretense, if you stop trying to seem smart, you lose the fear of being wrong, and that's when the creativity comes back.
That actually makes a lot of sense. So the enemy of creativity isn't logic, it's just vanity.
Exactly. You can be as brilliant as you want, as long as you aren't trying to prove it while you're in the middle of creating something.